Hey guys, it's Kat and I am back today with a get ready with me using products that I got from the MECCALAND goodie bag. Now I didn't do a MECCALAND goodie bag haul on this channel. MECCALAND was about a month ago now and we did a haul on Beauty News, so I will link that down below if I remember. Hopefully I'll remember. But I was planning on doing sort of on this channel, going through some of the products, pulling them out, demonstrating them. But what happened was that I swapped bags accidentally with Jacob and that's Jacob. And I haven't seen him yet. I was going to be like, oh, if I see him, I'll grab my bag because I had like a custom made by Terry eyeshadow trio in there that I wanted to demonstrate and wanted to play with. But because I haven't seen him yet, I thought, look, I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to do this. There's eyeshadows in here, so that's what we're going to do. Now, if you did see the whole video, you'll know that most of the products in the goodie bag were skincare. So most of it was skincare. So I can't demonstrate too much of it. I will, of course, try these over time. I'm a bit funny with skincare, whereas I don't like having too many items open at once because I know that it takes a while to get through skincare items, like weeks and months, and I like to only have like one or two of each item open, so none of this has actually been touched. But I have pulled out the makeup. So this is sort of like makeup items. There weren't too many, unfortunately. So I just wanted to clarify that this is actually like the PR goodie bag because we went to the media event. So if you go to MECCALAND, which is Mecca Maxima, Mecca Cosmetica, sort of like makeup festival, you get a bag where you can get samples and you can buy things on the day, and I bought a couple of things and whatnot. But with the media event, you get a goodie bag and you get something pretty much from every brand that was featured. So goodie bags did vary, but it's not something that everyone gets if you buy a ticket. Yeah, I just want to make that 100% clear because there was different tiers of MECCALAND tickets this year. Some had goodie bags, some didn't. But this is not what people got in the goodie bag. I think they got about like $200 worth of stuff. This is like a lot of stuff. Okay, because there isn't too much makeup to choose from in the goodie bag, I'm just going to try to apply as much as possible. One thing that I haven't applied because I've already done my base is the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. This is one that's been around for a while and they were promoting, I think, the new shades of their foundation. And of course, because everyone has different skin colors, they probably just gave this because it's easier. I've never tried this and I will open this down the track. I just didn't want to or have too many primers open at this one period of time. I'm trying to use them up and just have one open at a time. So that one, even though it is sort of makeup, I won't be using it. There were two lip balm type products, which I might apply one now just to sort of prep my lips while I do the rest of my makeup. We've got Lanolips 101 ointment, which has been around for a long time. I've tried this before, so I'm going to put this aside for now. And I'm going to try the Mario Badescu lip balm. It smells a bit vanilla-y. So it feels like it's like coating your lips, but it's not too thick and it's not sticky at all. It's really nice. It's nice and clear. It smells a bit vanilla-y, quite sweet. I like it. Okay, I'm happy with that one. All right, I think the main look is going to consist of this here. So this is actually the Bare Minerals MECCALAND exclusive So Gorgeous Cheek and Eye Palette. Now, I have opened this, I haven't tried it, but I really love Bare Minerals eyeshadows. This palette doesn't look the greatest, as in like, it looks like it's kind of thrown together really quickly. I'll show it to you in a second. So this has just a limited edition slip on it, like MECCALAND, but this is the actual product. So if you've seen this, it will be available in different countries. In Australia, it is currently available at Mecca, so it wasn't MECCALAND exclusive. It came out first at MECCALAND, but it's now, you can buy it online at Mecca. So I think this has 8 eyeshadows and 2 blushes, I believe. Let's have a look. So this is the packaging. It's just a cardboard packaging with a sticker on the back with the details. What I didn't really like about this, and it's not a big deal, but it sort of looks like quite cheap makeup. Do you know what I mean? Like the packaging sort of looks like some limited edition holiday thing that you'd get in some massive pack for like $20. It sort of doesn't look the best, but the colors look very, very like basic, but wearable. I think because I've got palette fatigue right now. Last month I did so many palette reviews that I just want to play with like basic things, that this is actually really intriguing me. So we've got the two blushes and we've got the eyeshadows. So I'm going to start with the eyeshadows. I do have Bare Minerals primer on. Planned that well, didn't I? All right, ignore my tired looking under eyes, but I'm going to go in with maybe the pinky shade or the shade. All right, I'm going to go in with this matte shade here. All right, this is a peachy nude. I'm just going to say it is not picking up really well on my brush. I feel like it's almost got like a layer on the top of the pan. Is that the case? Can I dig out a little bit and get more? I don't know what's going on with this. Come on, Peach. Get your shit together. All right, I don't know if that showed up at all. I'm going to try this one instead because that one is quite firm and stubborn. Okay, this one seems to pick up a bit better. But I feel like they're almost too nude for my eyes that I can't even bloody see them. Is there anything? Can I see anything with editing while editing? Color, hello. Hello. All right, I'm going to get a different brush and I'm going to use this shade here in the crease again. Let's see, this does pick up a lot better. You can see that it agitates the pan a bit, whereas the other ones weren't so much. Just going to run that in the crease a little bit. All right, at least that color showed up on the skin, which is nice. Thanks for showing up. I might now use some of this sort of cool tone shade. I'm going to use some of this sort of gold shade. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with this pinky nude. Sometimes they don't work really well on me, but I might put it on the lower lash line. I don't know. All right, I feel like these shimmers are going to be a bit better. Shimmer formulas tend to be a bit easier to pick up. There's a bit of fallout and it's a very subtle shade. This is a very subtle eyeshadow palette. Like, don't get me wrong, I do like a nude eye, but I also sort of, I feel like if the only thing you can do is soft and nude, then it limits what you can do with the palette. And this is fallout. It's falling out quite a lot because I've tried to pick up a bunch to make it work. On the other side of the brush, I'm just going in with that gold shade. All right, I'm swapping brushes with that gold shade because I can't really get in the inner corner very well. That is a nice shade, but once again, it's just not really doing much. I do really like these golds though. I think this kind of tone of gold is exactly what complements my skin tone if I'm just going to do a wash of color all over the lid. There is a lot of fallout with this. Flick that fallout away. All right, not that you can even see a difference, but I'm getting that pinky color on the lower lash line. This one actually does apply quite nicely, which is nice. I'm just going in with this color now. So I've used gold, I've used this, I've used that. I've tried to use these, I've used that. The only thing I haven't used is that. All right, let's add a bit of dimension to this look because it's very, very flat. All right, I think the main color that's actually like distinguishable like from the other ones are the dark brown. These do apply okay, but once again, they all sort of just look similar on the lid. I'm going to swatch them. So these are the three colors here. And even though they are different, they all have similar tones. It's a gold, that's the sort of cool tone one. And that's the pink. Let's try the pink again. So that's the pink there. I just feel like, yeah, no, that doesn't do it for me. And it's a real shame for me because Bare Minerals, I really love their formula generally. I just feel like this was a bit of a throwaway palette with throwaway colors, throwaway packaging, and compared to other Bare Minerals formulas, throwaway formula too, which is a shame. All right, I have something that hopefully we can jazz this up with, and it is the Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade, can you read that? Because I can't. Deception. Ooh, Deception. All right, this is a very pretty shade, and I reckon it's called Deception because I think if you put it over different shades, it could sort of look different. In some lights, it looks pink. In other lights, it looks green. In other lights, it looks gold. It's very pretty. I do love these glitter and glows, so let's do some swatchy on my hand. There we go. Oh, it's very pretty. Look at it. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank God. This might save the day. Now, originally when I was thinking about doing this look, I was like, oh, I might just use this with a liner brush and just put a detail somewhere. No, I'm putting it everywhere because I don't like the look that, oh, yes. Yes, you're pretty. I don't like the look that I created because it is boring. Whereas this is going to save the day, thank God. Glitter always saves the day. Just going to put a little bit with the tip of the brush. Oh, it's so cold on my eyes right now. So before it sets too much, I'm just going to sort of blend out the edges a little bit with a brush that I have used before on my eyes. All right, it's a lot of glitter, but it's pretty. I like it. I think it's very pretty. I think it's nice over the browns as well. I think it's a gorgeous color. This is sort of like the topper that you could also just pat on a small amount if you just want a little bit of glitter, but I clearly want to hide the mistakes of the past. I'm going to go off and do some liner now and mascara off camera because I don't have any from the MECCALAND haul. I'll just use my project pan kind of stuff that I've been using all the time, and then I'll be back. All right, I was gone longer than expected. As I was gone, I received a phone call, and then I was trying to do my eyeliner while I was on a phone call. It didn't work out very well, so I'm going to try to fix this a little bit with more of that dark brown. I'm just going to smoke it out a bit. Let's try to smoke you out, honey. When in doubt, smoke it out. God, the fallout is real with these eyeshadows. The fallout is real. All right, so the look is not the worst look in the world. It's a bit messy. It's not my favorite look. I think without the glitter, it would have looked really basic and boring, but it, All right, so I won't be using the blush in that palette because I really want to use this one. Now, Hourglass did create 2 custom products for MECCALAND, and the shades are Mecca Junkie, which is really cool. So there is a lip gloss. So this is the High Shine Volumizing Lip Gloss. I haven't tried this lip gloss yet, but I did buy one in a nude shade, so I'm familiar with the formula. It smells like toothpaste. And then the blush is sort of like a matching color. So it's an ambient lighting blush. So I want to use this. So the blush is a beautiful coral shade. It's like coral, but also got like gold veining through it. Very, very pretty. I actually really do like the formula of these blushes. I've got Mood Exposure, which is a beautiful sort of soft, cool tone nude sort of purpley blush. And I've got a sort of magenta one, which I think I must have passed on or got rid of because I just never wore it. It's not a color I like to wear anymore. Anyway, I've moved on to coral. So this is fun. And I'm just using this with a big sort of fluffy brush. I'm going to turn the lighting down so we can try to see it a bit better. All right, let's see if we can see it here. Yeah, you can definitely see the color there. So it's adding a bit of flush to the cheeks. Probably too much flush, but I'm using this as a mirror and I can't see what I'm doing. But it's a nice color. I like, these are sort of not super shimmery blushes. So these blushes are interesting because they almost have like, look, they look like they've got a lot of shimmer in them because they've got like golds veining and whatnot. But in reality, they're more like, I would call it a satin. So it sort of looks matte on the cheeks, but it has a little bit of a healthy glow. So they are nice blushes. If you like shimmery blushes, they're not quite shimmery. If you like matte blushes, they're a little bit more than a matte blush, but it's a nice color. Probably put too much on, but it's nice. I'm going to swatch the Mecca Glow lip gloss as well, even though do I want to put this on? Maybe I temporarily want to put this on. So it's another coral sort of shimmery color. The one I got was a nude with like no shimmer in it. So it's more like a cream sort of one. But that is that there. They smell like toothpaste, and I don't know what makes them smell so distinctly toothpaste-esque. It's not even that they just smell like mint. They smell like toothpaste. Yeah, it's strange. I'm going to take this lip balm off. It's done a good job at hydrating my lips. Thank you, lip balm. Try this. The applicator is very firm on these, I've noticed. I've got the one in my handbag that I use, and the effect of it's really nice. Applicator is very strange. So I have been really digging lip glosses lately. This one is not 100% what I sort of am after, but it's a nice color. And I think for summer, this would be a bit better for me. Since it's winter, I'm sort of going for more of the, browny sort of nude ones. This is very shimmery. So this has almost like a pinky coral base, and then it's got quite a lot of gold shimmer. But it's very, very like finely milled, really sort of pretty shimmer. Like it's there. It looks sparkly, but it doesn't look like metallic, if you know what I mean. It just looks like it adds like a nice amount of shine to the lips. So yeah, this one I might put away for summer. That's a fun color though, isn't it? It's a fun color. The most common thing that I did receive were lip products. So I don't know if I'm going to be trying all the lip products on, but I do have the Nars Orgasm Lip Balm. I've never tried Nars lip balm, so this looks really cool. So that is Orgasm color. They like to milk that till the cows come home. I've just wiped off my hand, but there's a very, very, very minute amount of shimmer in there and a minute pink tone. That's something that I would definitely just have in my handbag. And when I want to rehydrate my lips and make them look a little bit like less dry and crap, this is something that actually looks like it's got a nice amount of color. I find for me on a daily basis, this is a bit too much color and shimmer. This is like very pretty. Then I've got two pretty fancy lipsticks, but they're in shades that I'm a little bit unsure about. So the first one is the brand new Laura Mercier Rouge Essential Silky Cream Lipstick. So they released a whole bunch of these, like nudes, reds, pinks, purples, everything. They released a whole range. And I think the one that I happened to get was a really light nude one. It's not really a color that I think I will like. It's called Nude Natural. And it's this color here that even looks lighter than my skin almost. I do want to try it though. I'm just really curious, but look at the bullet. Before I ruin it, can we just appreciate the nice like engraving on the bullet? I really want to swatch this, but it's got this perfect curve that looks like it's going to break if I swatch it. So maybe I'll just put it on my lips. Let's take this off. I've got some glitter flecks left over from the lip gloss, but it is what it is. Oh no. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Uh-oh. All right, one thing I do have to say about this is that for such a light pinky nude, it actually doesn't look too chunky, if you know what I mean. Sometimes I've had lipsticks like this shade in the past and you put them on and they just look patchy and chunky and like not the best. This actually applied very smoothly and very thin. It's not thick, it feels like a lip balm. But the color is just not my perfect nude. This is the kind of color that maybe if it's not even nude on me. It actually looks like fairy floss pink. So interested in the formula, I might go and buy a proper nude that will suit me or a red that will suit me. I do find it's very strange that from what I've seen, they've given out this shade to most people. I reckon it's probably one that won't sell very well because it won't suit many people. But if you want to sort of send it to influencers to promote the product, maybe not the best shade because it doesn't look great. But there we go. I actually color is hideous. Formula and how it looks on the lips is actually, I'm surprised at how it's all right. Like I could possibly wear a darker lip liner or use this to lighten other lipsticks, which is probably what I'll do. Like if I wear something that's a little bit too dark, lately I've been using a lot of darker brown lipsticks, and sometimes I'll put them on thinking that they look like a nude, and then I put them on and they clash with my makeup because they're a little bit too dark. So I might use this to lighten stuff, but not bad formula, but not the greatest color. All right, last lip product we're going to try is YSL. Now, what they did at MECCALAND was you could buy custom caps. Like you choose your color, you choose the cap design, and then you can also get your name or something engraved on it. Now, I didn't pick this one, so I didn't pick the shade, I didn't pick the cap, and I didn't get it engraved, but that's one of the caps which has little hearts, which is very pretty. And this is the shade 52. Now, from memory, yeah, it's a coral. Once again, on camera, fuck, that looks amazing. In person, it doesn't look as vibrant as it looks on camera. It's a little bit more muted pink. I don't know if you can see that beautiful engraving before we start destroying it. This one has a standard tip, so I can swatch it quite nicely. Actually, I don't hate that color. Corals just don't suit my skin tone, but whenever I swatch them, I'm like, I want one and I want to use it, and then I put it on and I'm like, oh, it clashes. So we'll see how this one goes. If it's a fun coral that works, I'm more than happy to wear it. This is a sort of color that I'd probably wear with just a wash of sort of champagne gold or bronze on the eye with just a bit of mascara, nothing too heavy. And oh, it's very, very smooth to apply. YSL. You've done it again. All right, it's got this like aroma of like berry niceness. I sort of want to lick it. And I have to say, on camera at least, this is quite a nice color. I think for me, if this was more of a matte finish, I would prefer it a little bit more because I just know this is going to fade down to more of a like pink on me, whereas when it's vibrant, it looks really good, but it's very, very creamy. So it's a very, feels like a really sort of moisturizing lipstick. It's got a bit of a sheen to it. It's not going to be super long wearing, but it's a fun color. I was a bit concerned about this, but I think this one is probably the winner of the lip product of the day. It doesn't go with the eyes. Like I said, if it was just like a sheer wash of color with some, you know, mascara and a bit of bronzer, I think this color would be beautiful. It's definitely a summer color. I like it and it feels very comfortable, and it was surprisingly like creamy and pigmented, so I like it. I nearly forgot the last thing. This was an Urban Decay MECCALAND sort of exclusive. They did release a whole bunch of new stuff a month ago. They're available now on the Mecca website. But they had this all-nighter summer solstice scented long-lasting makeup setting spray from Urban Decay. So this was new packaging, and it was just mainly had the MECCALAND on it, and it was a different scent. Now, this is a small bottle, and in the US, they have since released this scent in different packaging as their summer scent. So it's in the big bottle and the smaller bottle, but I'm going to try to use this. I want to give it a go. I want to smell it. All right. I'm sort of getting a hint of citrus and maybe coconut. I don't know, it's slightly different. It's quite refreshing. Ironic that it's summer solstice and just last weekend we had the winter solstice in Australia, but that's, yeah, an interesting, if you like this product and you want to try different scents, that's a different scent for you. But I think overall, look, I don't love this look. It's not like my perfect look. I think there are some elements to it that I really like. I really like this lip balm from Badescu. I thought that was really nice. This is very fun. I do love Stila Magnificent Metal glitter and glow type products. I think they always add a bit of a wow element to a look. So that one's a fun one. And that one, even before I washed it off my hand, I'm like, oh, in some lights it's looking blue. So I do think depending on the color that you put underneath it, it will sort of transform in a different sort of look. It's very, very pretty. It's sort of pink, purple, gold, blue, I don't know, green. It's very, very interesting. It's a cool color. I didn't love this. I'm just going to have a play with it. I want to agitate the pans a little bit more, hoping that like maybe there was a layer on the top. Look, I think the best things in this palette, I'll actually swatch the blushes. Are they actually, ooh. Yeah, I'm not in love with this palette. I think the more you sort of agitate the pan, the more product you can pick up. And I think the most usable shades in here for me are probably the gold metallic, the pink, and the browns. This cool tone one didn't really show up very well. And these sort of light mattes, just not great, which is a real shame because I've been sort of boasting about how good Bare Minerals eyeshadows are for a long time. And this just does not hit it for me, in my opinion. I also think because they are so nude, like they're nudest of the nude, you sort of need enough product on the brush to actually see them on the skin, and this is just not picking up. The blushes look quite nice. This one feels a bit firmer, sort of similar to these, whereas this one feels a lot softer, that's easier to pick up. So I think it's a nice sort of peachy blush. But this is a bit of a no from me, sadly. I was excited to go, oh, this is a great travel palette, or this is your everyday nude. When I can't be bothered thinking about what color combinations to use, I'll reach for this. But I think this is sort of like one of those palettes that if you knew someone that was a bit scared of eyeshadows and didn't want anything too intense or anything that like if they went heavy-handed, it's going to like surprise them, or they have to like deal with the blending. I think this is a good introductory eyeshadow palette because there's none of the pigment that you'd be scared of, and you can go really like heavy-handed in the pan, but there's a lot of fallout, so not for me. Lip products are probably where I'm most excited though. Okay, there are some shades that were not for me, which I find very strange that they're giving possibly a very unwearable pink to the media, because if you want them to promote your lipstick, yeah, maybe give them a shade that they can wear. But I might keep this to lighten other shades. And I'm curious about that formula. This looks like a really fun sort of product. This is a sort of lip product that I'll wear if I'm just wearing very minimal makeup, or even if I'm wearing a really bold smoky eye and I want to tone down the lip, sort of like a slightly tinted balm. I'm sort of over the Orgasm, like flogging a dead horse with the Orgasm shade, but I am interested in the balms. This was surprisingly fun, a nice color. It's very, very summery along with this one here. So these are more of like bronzy skin, gold sort of eye and highlighter. This is more where I'll pull these out. So probably not for winter, but interesting. And this blush was just a nice sort of pretty coral blush. So if you like corals, that's a pretty one. And I do like that they match. I thought that was really nice. So it's got, you know, the gold veining through it, and this has the gold shimmer through it. Quite pretty. I think individually some of these products are really good. Together, I don't love this look, but, you know, live and learn. And it's all about playing with makeup and seeing what works and what doesn't. Anyway, guys, hopefully that was moderately entertaining. I don't think it was, but whatever. I wanted to play. Let me know if you tried any of these products, what you like, what you don't like, what shades you recommend over these shades. Like what shades of these Laura Mercier lipsticks do you like? Probably anyone but this one, but I don't recommend Nude Natural unless you're the fairest of the fair and you like concealer pink lips. Then you might like this one, but the formula was quite nice. So I don't know, it's confusing. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.